Well, Saul gave me my first television job a couple of years ago. I was in a few months out of drama school, and I was in The Line of Beauty, and that was a television series that he did, and it was based in the 80s. And so I knew how he worked, and I really enjoyed that project. So when he called me up to and cast me in The Duchess, we'd always feel relaxed, and we knew how each other worked. So there was a spoken, an understood language and vocabulary that we already had. But I think it was a step for both of us, a huge change from doing television to doing quite a large film and a period film, and working with Rafe and Keira. So it was for both of us a bit of an adventure. I think it is, and I think the danger is that if you don't play it sympathetic, then you don't care about her. You get angry that she's still there in the story, and you'd also imagine that you'd think Georgiana is not someone that you would think would be likeable either, because you'd want her to stand up against her. So that was a danger in playing her, that you just had to make sure that she was kind of more a three-dimensional character than someone who was just seen as being disloyal to her best friend. No, I mean, I'd been to Castle Howard, where I filmed Brideshead Revisited, and the Howards told me quite a bit about Georgiana. She has a bedroom there that she used to stay in. So that was kind of my first insight into her world a little bit, and I know that they have, I think, some letters from her that are archived there. But no, I had to do lots of research to figure out what the story was and who these characters were and what the reality of their lives were like. It is because there is so much more material to draw from and you can have access to, which is great because it provides so much more about a character like Bess. Bess's letters still survive, and her background is you can access that, and that actually helped me feel like I could make her more sympathetic, because I knew more about her, and the fact that she's a living person makes her that much more vulnerable than a fictional character. Once you're in it, you get used to it, because you have to find resting positions and postures and gestures that can sustain you for 12 hours. But there are positions that you can't sit in or you can't stand in for long periods of time, and there's the whole thing is very heavy, so you have to keep yourself up, so your posture changes, otherwise you'd do your back in if you weren't sitting up straight. And the corsets do, after a while, get very painful, and especially if you've just eaten lunch, they feel a lot tighter all of a sudden. But they do a lot of the work for you, because they give you a world to inhabit. So they're worth it in the end, although it does take about 3 hours to get into them. Being there, all about Eve, in the name of the Father, parenthood.
Classic.
Yeah, Dead Man Walking, the Rocky Horror Show.
Well done, very impressive. Hayley, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Nice to meet you.